Before talking about tonight's game, last night, release went out, AHL Man of the Year nominees, Zach Metzger got it for the Amherst. Can you talk a little bit about what he's done this rookie season?
Yeah, he's just done a tremendous job on and off the ice. We knew, how high his character was. We had him at development camp. I'm good friends with Quinnipiac's head coach, and you can tell right away why he was a captain of a national championship team. The way he carries himself, the work he puts in, how he treats people, how he treats everybody around the rink, and then above and beyond in community service. When our team asks our players to do stuff, he was one of the first guys volunteering, and when he's at the events, he's above and beyond in terms of his engagement. So he's just a great ambassador for our organization, and also, for everywhere that he's come from in terms of the kind of man he is.
That's part of kind of the mold of what we look for in players, is it not? Not just good players, good people.
Yes. Good people, good teammates, that's something Jason and Jeremiah and Jerry and myself, and the draft picks, you try to do that as well. And that's our scouting staff and Kevin and Jason, but that's trickier. You're drafted from all over the world and they're 17 years old. There's just less things that have happened in their life to show their true character at that point. But when you're signing guys in the American League, there's more of a body of work in their career as a hockey player and also in their career as a human and the kind of teammate they are. And we're pretty diligent about it, knowing that we have a lot of young prospects and knowing that it's really important to put the right men around them to create the culture that we want.
Shifting gears to this weekend, nice to not have a game Wednesday and get that extra day of practice in.
Yeah, at this time of year, you probably just playing's good. You're just in game mode and you just kind of keep going. But I don't think it was as much the extra practice is just rest and recovery, because rest is also a weapon at this time of the year. Every team is banged up and those things are the case. And so anytime you can get a little extra rest time is good.
When we look at it, like just in the North Division, these teams, Roch and Melville, they're the two hottest teams. They got a 6-game win streak, they got a 4-game win streak. How dangerous do you think Senators are?
Tremendously dangerous, but I've always felt that way about them. I don't feel that way just now because they've won 4 games. They're a demanding team to play against. They have a really good decor, big, physical, mobile decor, very good goaltending, 3 goalies that are all outstanding. A deep forward group, maybe not as many guys that are, Barbalet or Fix-Molansky where they're running away with point totals, but a real deep forward group. They're a really demanding team to play against. They're old, they're heavy, they're physical, and they play a brand of hockey that is very demanding.
Is it fair to say they're maybe the most physical team in the division?
Our division's pretty physical. They're up there, certainly. It'd be them, Syracuse, probably Utica, would be right there. But certainly, if Belleville's not one, they're at least tied for one in terms of physicality.
When you look at your team, what are the things that the Amherst need to do right to kind of cancel out that physicality or match it well enough to win?
We're not going to be able to match their physicality. That's not how we're built. But you can't back down from their physicality. That's the biggest thing. When you're a little bit of a smaller, speed-based team, we are physical in our own way. And our way of being physical is puck pressure and taking time and space away and forcing turnovers. That also creates momentum and puts fear into other teams with time and space that you can take away. It's not physical intimidation, it's speed intimidation. We just have to play our own game. Can't back down from their physicality. Have to have a team toughness mentality. But the best way for us is to play fast and to move the puck fast, to stretch the ice, to put them in less comfortable moments where they can't use their physicality as much because of our speed and our elusiveness.
Sir, go on tonight?
Devin Levi will be in that tonight.
How have you seen his maturity over the year? We've talked about how good he's been, and that's consistent, but has he grown as we were talking earlier about people and players. Have you seen him grow as a person here?
Yeah. I mean, I guess yes. I don't think we spend a lot of time thinking about those things in the middle of the season. You're thinking about their growth as a hockey player and your growth as a team. But Devin takes his craft extremely seriously. So he invests a lot into the craft of being an elite goaltender. With his mental preparation, his visualization, his recovery, how he takes care of his body, the work he does with Seamus on the ice before and after practice. Like, he puts a lot into it. And anytime you put as much into it and go about his daily work in such a professional way, you're going to gain experience and learn from it.
Delta, you got anything?
Was it Sikone's the closest one back in the year?
Ciccone is, Cheeks is more day to day. Kozak will not be available this weekend.
And Murray's
Murray's out. Yeah, he won't be available during the regular season. So.
Denver University in the championship game, you still have contacts here? Or are you looking for the Pioneers?
I'm out. Yeah, I'm a Pio. I'll be a Pio for life. Obviously, I played at Ferris State, but I did my master's degree at the University of Denver. Coached there for a decade. Won 2 national championships. Really fortunate. Yesterday was fun. There was a text thread of a bunch of guys on both national championship teams they're grown men now. This is 20 years ago. And it's fun to hear from them. It's fun to have the banter back and forth. And some of them are coaching. Some of them just got done with their NHL careers. And some of them are just, professionals in life. And it's fun. It's fun to see that text thread going and brings back great memories. Same with our coaching staff and our support staff. We still have a text thread that is pretty active from 20 years ago. They say champions walk together forever. And I think it's because you're so close that you become champions, and then that brings you even closer. So, and then David Carl, their head coach, I recruited and coached his older brother, Matt Carl, who won a Hobie Baker and played in the NHL. And I started recruiting David before I went to RPI, and then David eventually came to Denver as well. So, absolutely still a Pio fan, and roll Pios tomorrow night.
What are you going to do tomorrow? Are you going to have like a TV on the bench or something?
No, I'll worry about our game. I'll worry about our game and hope for the best for the Pioneers.
All right, good luck with it.
Good.